Imagine a world where machines didn't just power our everyday lives, but were mysterious, sometimes unreliable marvels. We dive into the peculiar story behind one of technology's most famous words, the bug. We hear the term bug thrown around whenever something goes wrong with our technology, software crashes, error messages, unexpected glitches. But have you ever wondered where this strange word came from? Why use a term associated with insects to talk about technology? To understand this, let's go back to the late 19th century, an era of groundbreaking inventions and innovations. It was a time when inventors like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla were pushing the limits of technology, developing machines that seemed almost magical to the public. Inventions like the phonograph, the light bulb, and telegraph systems were transforming the world. However, early technology was prone to issues: mechanical, electrical, and sometimes mysterious. Many think the word bug in tech started in the 1940s with computers. But in reality, it has roots that go back further, to one of history's most famous inventors, Thomas Edison. Edison was known for tirelessly experimenting with his inventions. But these early technologies often had, let's just say, quirks. Edison reportedly used the term bug in his notes and letters to describe the small, annoying problems that plagued his inventions. In one letter, he wrote about the bugs as little faults and difficulties that would show up unexpectedly. Imagine the frustration of spending days or even weeks trying to perfect an invention, only for it to be sabotaged by a tiny, unpredictable flaw. Back then, technology was complex, but also imperfect. Every device was a new experiment, and machines had a way of behaving unpredictably. Edison's use of the word bug reflected how frustrating it could be when tiny issues popped up, especially ones that took hours to identify and fix. As Edison's inventions and innovations grew, so did the public's fascination with these bugs. But it wasn't until decades later, in the 1940s, that the word bug took on a more literal meaning. By this time, scientists were working with enormous, complex computers, like Harvard's Mark II. These early computers used electromechanical relays, switches, that could get stuck or malfunction. In 1947, a team of engineers led by the brilliant Grace Hopper encountered a peculiar problem with the Mark II. After hours of searching, they found the culprit: a small moth stuck in one of the relays, causing the machine to malfunction. Instead of just fixing it, they documented the incident, taping the moth into their logbook and calling it the first computer bug. This might have been the first literal bug in computing history, but it wasn't the last. Grace Hopper was a legend in the computing world, known for her humor and intelligence. She often joked about the incident with the moth and enjoyed telling the story, which helped spread the term bug in computing. This humorous origin story turned into a kind of inside joke among engineers and scientists. Hopper's influence in the computing field was immense, and as computers became more popular, so did the word bug. Now, every computer scientist, programmer, and even casual tech user knows what a bug is. In fact, the concept of debugging, or finding and fixing these issues, also grew from this legacy. Since that day in 1947, bugs have become part of the tech world's vocabulary. Whether you're writing code or just using your phone, bugs are almost inevitable. But instead of actual insects, bugs today usually mean errors in the code, tiny mistakes that can cause big problems. Imagine all the bugs that exist today across millions of lines of code. In everything from our banking apps to the software that controls airplanes, bugs are a constant challenge for programmers. Today, there are entire teams dedicated to finding bugs in software before it's released. In fact, some companies even pay people to hunt for bugs, known as bug bounties. These programs reward tech experts who help make products more reliable. These bug bounty hunters, who could be software engineers, ethical hackers, or even hobbyists, are tasked with uncovering flaws in software that could potentially lead to data breaches, security vulnerabilities, or even system shutdowns. They are the unsung heroes of modern technology, often catching bugs before they can cause harm. So next time you get frustrated by a bug in your app or computer, remember, it all started with a literal moth and a room full of giant machines. From Edison's inventions to today's smartphones, bugs have been with us throughout tech history. They are a reminder of the challenges, quirks, and imperfections that come with progress. Thank you for watching Untold Truth.